with every breath, trust me. I'ma be the one at the top, you can't touch me. I bleed with every word coming. I would rather die than be someone who's nothing. I'm the type of dude who will not remain nameless. I'm the type of dude who is headed for greatness. I'm the type of dude who could really make changes, cause I'm the type of dude that's becoming contagious. I'm the type of dude that will always be ageless. I'm the type of dude that will always feel shameless. I'm the type of dude that they say is fucking heinous, cause I'm the type of dude that you know is fucking dangerous.
You are absolutely right. The way he went about it was absolutely wrong. Like, so, like I said, I'm not
of my Jewish hatred that actually goes. Other than the fact that why are y'all popping out of the sewers in New York City?
Annunciation Catholic Church. You couldn't call it pronounced Catholic Church?
Yeah, pronounce the Catholic.
Oh, I forgot to unmute the tab. I'm a dick.
All right, guys. HEB, we love having you as our customers. Thank you for waiting with us. Unfortunately, the computers are not coming back up right now. So today, everything that you have, we are going to bag you up, and we hope every one of you have a very Merry Christmas and continue to shop with us. So thank you so much for working with us. Thank you so much. All right.
This is where we come to. A supermarket in California is giving away free groceries because their credit card processing system is down and nobody has cash.
Well, how are you going to process the whatchamacallit? Food stamps.
Well,
Can't process food stamps, so they have to give it away for free.
Right? What up, everybody? How you doing?
Hi, I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas.
We got Spuds over there on the YouTube side. YouTube has all but died for us.
Well,
Rumble Rumble's taking over with it. I'm glad. But yeah, we got Jennifer over there.
Now it's fine.
Jeno. We got Amanda, Jonathan. And we'll pick up some others along the way. Happy, Merry, late Christmas to all of you. I hope you all had a good, Merry Christmas. How about you, Davey? What happened with you?
I wrapped up a bunch of presents, and then that was it. And then I spent the day playing Arc Raiders, and and then doing Third Railify. Not much, just relaxing. Just fucking tired. I'm glad the season's over. I hope everybody got everything they wanted, or
Oh, it ain't over. We got New Year's next week.
Yeah, we also tomorrow we have Die Hard.
Yes, K-Bean will be joining us. Yes, we are going to go ahead and do our Christmas movie. It will be Die Hard with K-Bean, and Scott will be joining as well. But yeah. What?
No, she asked me a question in the thing, and I said now, and then she yelled at me via text message in the stream.
What store was that? That was a
HEB.
Yeah, it was an HEB in Burleson, Texas. Yeah, that was in Texas.
HEBs are only in Texas.
I'm sorry, I called this California. This is Texas. Yeah,
I did, Jennifer, twice.
Jennifer, thank you for the dono. David.
Jennifer, I am off to. I told you, I'm fucking exhausted. I'm tired. I am so fucking tired. This season was a pain in the fucking ass. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was just. It's mostly mentally draining on this time of year because it's just like you just have people complaining about nonsense. It's like I can't help it. What do you want? I can only do so much. Well, do more. Like what? There's nothing I can fucking do.
Right.
I'm here just trying to help with the algorithm. Thank you, Spuds. We appreciate that.
They have severely shadow banned the shit out of us on YouTube, Spuds. I can't even get a short to go past 1,000 now. But the plummeting, well, wait, shit. Not bad. Wait, my Christmas was actually, I forgot to say this. My Christmas was actually good.
How was your Christmas, Richard?
We spent it at my in-laws' house. They weren't fighting. Everything was fine. We actually ate. We had a great little conversation. And yeah, it was a nice Christmas.
So
Oh,
you
there's
didn't, like, you didn't throw any, like, what, you went to your wife's family's house?
Yes.
Are they more, like, right or left? Or don't give a fuck?
They're understanding what I'm saying now. But yeah, they used to be that old, just eat up the news type people. I mean, even her dad is still like, he's like me. He's like that old school Democrat kind of person. But even he's just like, I don't like what the fuck is happening right now. So yeah.
Well, I asked because I saw a video of fucking Bert Kreischer, which, I like Bert. I do. And he's one of those people, like, just stick to fucking comedy. Like, just stick to being funny, because he's just like, well, what ICE is doing is horrible. And I'm like, what is ICE doing? Taking people out of the country that aren't supposed to fucking be here?
Right.
He's like, well, and then he was like, I see on one thing that these people are being taken away and rounded up and all this, and on the other side, then in the other side you see like people who are just like celebrating it and all this stuff. And he's like, and then I realized I'm on a white supremacist website, and it's just like that's no,
yeah, that's not how that works.
No, that's not how that fucking works. It's just like you have two sides. One side is sitting there and is literally allowing people to break the law, and they don't give a fuck. They have no morals. That's why I stopped arguing with people on the left, because the left doesn't give a fuck. The left doesn't care. The more they just give me, I don't care. That's all they want. Just give it to me, make it free. If you want to talk to me, like I've seen a couple of videos of women talking about like what they want from men, and one lady was complaining about how the guy was like, oh, we're gonna go 50-50 on this date, and she's like, no, why would we do that? You're supposed to pay. You're supposed to pay for my time. It's like, no,
wow.
That's not how the
so
fuck
you're
it
an
works.
escort? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, men have to pay for your time.
Yourself down to an escort. Okay, so I want nothing to do with you. The date is over. I'm gonna pay my 50 and go my separate way.
Well, I mean, and there was another one where some girl was talking about how, that the guy should pay for dinner because she got ready. She had to pay to get ready, had to pay for a babysitter for her kid. She had to pay, for makeup and get all ready and dressed up. And that takes time. And, her time is valuable. And the guy was like, well, what about a guy who, he drives a Mercedes or a Porsche, and he has a 7-figure job, and he takes all that time, and he wore a $2,000 suit, and he got dressed up for the date. Why don't you pay for the date for him? Because he spent more on getting ready than you did.
I wouldn't even go that route. I'd just be like, okay, so the dude who worked 40 hours a fucking week to pay his bills and still had enough money left over to take you out doesn't take you and pay for some fancy time just for your time to get to know that. Shouldn't that be a mutual thing if that were what you wanted to do? I mean, unless you just want to whore yourself out. I mean, if that's the route you really want to go, then... But yeah, I mean, that's the way I'd take it, because it just... Look at him.
She brought me food. What's it supposed to do?
But that's the way I'd take it, because literally, okay, you're just trying to prostitute yourself out at that point. Look, she ain't even in the view. This hoodie fucking... Look, she ain't even
so
on
happy.
camera.
She's fucking long as fuck. Go ahead. Go
It's a damn... What is that, a skull blanket
Look at how
hoodie thing?
huge.
You're stupid.
They
It's
still can't
huge.
see you because you're not in the camera. You have to be in the middle of the frame here.
See how long it is?
Yeah, to your feet. It's like one of those little blanket things.
Oh, the cats are in here now. That was one of her. That was one of her.
But yeah.
Yeah, women are reducing themselves to whoredom. It's a weird situation that we're in because it's like if you have a certain mind frame, you don't give a fuck.
No.
Like she's just like, oh well, if he doesn't want to pay for it, then too bad. And then it's like, okay, and then don't fucking complain. Don't sit there and complain that men ain't shit. It's warm. It's really warm. Don't complain that men ain't shit and men don't want to take care of you because you don't want to contribute anything. And that's and if you don't want to contribute anything, that the guy should just go okay and just leave. Like you have these women now demanding dinners and stuff like that. We don't go on. Some guy offered to take me out to coffee on our first date. That's not happening. Why? You want me to fucking spend $500? And then some women have the fucking audacity to sit there and order shit to go for her kids. I've seen those videos too.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? Like they don't give a fuck. They're just sitting there for free shit.
That's all they want. Yes.
Yeah. And we've come to a point in our society where they're just like, well, we're not going to be in a civil war because the left owns everything. Then why
how does that work?
Why are you, dude? They say California is the fourth richest economy, and if California decided to secede, that the United States would crumble.
No.
And red states would crumble. No, that's not how it works.
You also have to remember all that money that we are wasting that goes to California would stop, right?
Yeah.
We would save a lot of money because California takes a lot of fucking money from the federal government.
Mm-hmm. And they think they deserve it
more than fuck it, whatever. They can do whatever. I'm literally California's the same way I look at New York. Fuck it, you want it? There you go.
Yeah, unfortunately, Jennifer, I'm sorry, but
yep. I mean,
the state you choose.
I get it. You can't get away with because of family things and everything like that. But yeah, my ass would have been gone a long time ago. How'd I live there? No, fuck that.
All boarded up and yeah. That's another thing. There are all these businesses that are boarded up. They're using these businesses.
How you doing?
These addresses, to be fucking fake, and all this fucking fraud that's going on. Nobody on the left gives a fuck. No. They don't care. They don't care. Australia's going to shit too. It keeps going more and more. Supposedly, they caught their prime minister wearing a what is the name of the shirt? Oh, there's an update on some lady from Chop Chaz too.
Well, hold up. Let's jump to yours then.
Hold on.
Let's see.
Where is it?
I still got to do everything manually because I still forgot that. There we go. I still forgot to plug everything back in. And I can cut if you're going to keep.
Yeah. Oh, Joy Division. By the way, Anthony Albanese stepped off a VIP flight from Washington wearing a Joy Division t-shirt. He asked the media not to film him. Why? Because he knew exactly what the name meant. Joy Division was the name of the Nazis gave to a section of concentration camps where Jewish women were enslaved and raped by SS soldiers. Albanese was told this 3 years earlier on a podcast. He understood. He even asked the part of the conversation not to be published. Disgusting.
Now, tonight I can reveal that the Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, asked the media not to film him when he disembarked from his VIP plane from Washington wearing the highly controversial Joy Division t-shirt. I'm told that Albanese said he was tired, he didn't want to put on a suit, and he obviously didn't want to be filmed in that t-shirt. Now, last night on this show, I explained the meaning of the band name Joy Division. Now, the band Joy Division took its name from a wing of a Nazi concentration camp where women were sex slaves. It was where female Jews were forced into prostitution for the Nazis. And the Nazis called this wing the Joy Division.
You know what I don't understand? I don't understand people who believe these fucking people. Because 1 minute they're saying you can't be anti-Semitic. On the next minute, they're wearing Joy Division shirts and allowing call to prayers.
Davey, it's easy. Accuse, what is it? Accuse your opponent of that which you were doing yourself.
Bro,
because if it's able to get out there that, hey, you can't say this because it's anti-Semitic, you can't do this because it's anti-Semitic, then the people come in here and just like, okay, well, we can take advantage of the Jews because it's anti-Semitic, whatever we call it. We can do that for any other group. Look what they did with Black Lives Matter, dude. They told black people they're too fucking stupid to do anything and white people must give them everything. And everybody's like, yeah. Like, what the fuck?
And they're still doing it. Meanwhile, what is it? One or two of the leaders of BLM are now are arrested.
Yeah.
For tax fraud.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's the same damn thing. It's just everywhere now. It's just going from group to group to group. And the only people that are not going to be, always going to be affected by it are white people. Because we are, 12% of the global population? 12 to 15%, something like that? Ah, fuck.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. The biggest religion in the world is Islam.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they do nothing but shit on Catholicism.
Yeah.
They have done nothing but shit on Catholicism for the last 20, 30 years, but have no problem saying one word about Islam. Meanwhile, you're making fun of, once again, what is the white population? 8% of the entire world?
Yeah, it's about 12 to 15.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Yet, the man, the white guy, is holding everybody down.
Somehow. No, wait. That was because the white man was the one to civilize humankind. We did colonize humankind when we walked in and said, settle down or I'm going to shoot you in the face. All right? That's what happened throughout history.
Yeah, well, make fucking guns. Sorry you live in District 9. Your fucking fault.
Oh,
here's an idea.
That's coming.
I love the fact that I'm sitting here and they're telling us that all these people, all these slaves came over here and created everything. Yet go to Africa. See how they're living. I saw a video where a guy in Africa was opening a soda bottle from the bottom with his teeth because he didn't know how to twist a cap off.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yes, but keep telling me that you are enslaved. Keep telling me that you demand reparations because, if you were still living in Africa, you'd be in a fucking mud hut trying to open a soda with your teeth from the bottom.
At least somebody said it. Fuck.
You're welcome. And my family had nothing to do with it. We're fucking Puerto Rican. We're from the island. Even though Puerto Rico had slaves too, everywhere had fucking slaves. Look it up. Jamaica had slaves. The Caribbean island had slaves. Guess what? They weren't white at the time. Fucking idiots.
Can we talk about the Irish if that's a thing?
You don't like your history.
That's right. Irish are gingers and they're black now.
13% of the world is still fucking enslaved. Yeah, people are fucking mad. Hey, oh no, these tariffs are killing Americans. Oh, GDP is up because everybody's forced to buy American. Oh, so we're not forcing people to use slave labor? Like in China, the sweatshops that they still have?
Yeah, the Uyghur Muslims.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, poor people. Oh, the American.
I did not know this was going to turn out this way tonight.
Yeah, well, listen, it's a fucking Friday because we really haven't been on too much. But yeah, no, these motherfuckers are sitting here complaining, bitching, and moaning because they're soft. They're fucking so soft. Oh, Walmart can't give me my fucking my kid's shirt it used to be $4.50. It's now $10. Yeah, you know why?
Your fault.
Because we're buying all this cheap shit from other countries. You know how many times I've bought cheap shit and ended up going with the original shit? I've bought fake Uggs or fake slippers. You know, I bought a Walmart Hey Dudes, and I ended up buying fucking Hey Dudes. Yeah,
it's worse than that. We have, let's take food for example. We have our food that is harvested here, taken from here, shipped to other fucking countries for them to process it down. Other countries, that country ships it to another country to process or to package the whole damn thing, and then that country ships it back here for it to be distributed. We're jumping from country to country to country instead of doing it right fucking here. We're spending too damn much money doing that. And because the tariffs are now doing all this and we have no infrastructure back at home for this shit, yes, this is what's causing the actual problem. Look, the tariffs are probably going to fuck with us till about the end of 2028. And then the manufacturing will start kicking up and prices will start to drop very, very dramatically at that point. But it's going to take a minute because we have to build up the infrastructure behind that.
We have to build it back up. We have to build back up to where we used to be instead of fucking... Dude, I saw a video of a security robot AI thing, and the center where they were using for the security was in India.
Yeah.
It was an Indian dog. The dog was like, hello. What are you doing here? This is being secured by security. Please address why you are here.
You don't think an American citizen could do that?
No, because it's fucking cheaper. It's cheaper. You have people literally telling us years ago that people were they were having to train people to take their job over. And that they had no other choice. They either did it or they lost their job that day, or they got 2 more months of work. And what did people do? They just stayed on and taught the people how to replace them.
Right.
Usually child slaves, but sometimes adult males too. Yeah. I mean, look what's going on in other countries. As soon as you cross that border, I mean, shit, like in Russia and Ukraine, if you go there or go back there, yeah, guess where you're going if you're a man? Right to the fucking front line.
You want to see something really, really fucked though? I know we only made it like 52 seconds into this, but you got to check this shit out. Let's see. My screen. Fuck. Why is it not working? Oh, it's disconnected.
Cocaine sharks.
There we go. Check this out. This comes here from The Guardian. This is, I got questions on this. The falling price of cocaine forces drug traffickers to reuse narco-submarines, says Spanish police. The plummeting price of cocaine is forcing drug traffickers to reuse the narco-submarines they would previously have scuttled once the custom-built vessels had completed their cargo runs from South America to Europe. Those are the ones that we covered that were seized, according to a senior Spanish police official. While semi-submersible vehicles have been used regularly in Colombia and other parts of South America and Central America since 1980s, they were not detected in European waters until 2006, when an abandoned sub was found in the estuary in the northwest Spanish region of Galicia. I don't know, I'm murdering these names. Since then, 10 such vessels have been spotted or seized by Spanish police. Until recently, the boats would cost about 600 pounds, 524 pounds. I don't know what that is to us to build, but were used for one-way trips. Okay, let me ask you a question. If we're blowing these if we're blowing these boats out of the water, right?
Yeah.
That means we would be destroying the drugs, correct?
Not necessarily, because if you look at fishermen and people just literally, I saw a guy on a fucking jet ski pull up and pulled out a big black bag and was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Well, see, that's kind of the point, okay? Drug prices are falling because you remember the stories we covered about other countries saying that they got drugs just popping up on their shoreline and shit?
Yeah.
Drug prices are falling because the market has been flooded at an out of control state because the cartels were the ones that ran all that shit all that time.
Yeah.
Everybody's rich in fucking cocaine right now, so cocaine is in a massive supply in other countries. What the bottle? Cocaine is in a massive supply in other countries right now. Dude, I don't know if we're doing anything really good with this then.
No, we're not.
I mean, we're only, well, hey. You know, this could be like giving crack to the black communities. We just go around and these drugs float ashore to other countries and they just start killing themselves off because they got massive amounts of kilos of cocaine on their streets now. Be like bringing black or crack to the black community.
Medical cocaine, Jennifer said. Listen, you're really, to be honest with you, you're not really introducing cocaine to a hell of a bunch of different people.
No.
What we need is less bureaucracy, not necessarily less regulations. We don't need 10 people rubber stamping the same damn thing. You're right.
Those are
You're
fishing subs. No, they're not fishing subs. Check this shit out. I don't know what fishing sub would be like this. That's so the cocaine doesn't clump together and become balls and boil itself down to crack on the way out there.
My God, it's so hot.
There's a handprint on there. Somebody was fucking murdered down there.
The top of the vessel is grey.
No, go back. Go back for a second. We just gonna fucking speed past that?
I mean, there are
Look
a few
at that.
handprints and
there's
smears.
A few handprints. There's some. That's fucking blood.
Dude, these are narco terrorists. What you think's gonna happen?
I understand. No, they're not. According to some people in our government, they're just fishing boats, and Trump is killing fishermen.
Yeah, that's what happened. They're going fishing for cocaine and apparently bodies.
Jennifer said you need baking soda for that.
Couldn't stay in it for an hour.
That's when you cut it down. It's got to be pure coming from these manufacturing centers. 1 kilo of pure becomes what, 4 or 5 on the street? Something like that as you cut it down.
If they just use that to start a legitimate business, maybe wherever the fuck that boat came from, they'd actually be able to fucking survive. They'd actually be paying taxes, and they'd be pissed off like a fucking Americans were every time when it comes to fucking tax time, where they have to give up a chunk of change to the government. But no, illegal shit they don't have to pay taxes on. Go figure.
Right.
And they have the backing of American politicians who are like, you're just killing innocent boat guys. You're just innocent fishermen are dying because you're blowing them up and a double tap. By the way, that's all gone away, right? Oh yeah, that's right. They're on vacation until what? Middle of January.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna hear fucking dick about it. And then when they come back, this whole Epstein thing, which is another fucking debacle, where even fucking dumbass liberals are still trying to fucking put on the card from Larry Nassar or from Jeffrey Epstein to Larry Nassar, which makes no fucking sense. Why is it that they always put like, oh, we all love little girls, right? Wink, wink. No. Nobody fucking does that.
No.
Nobody.
Nobody that's in that would be anywhere near that. No. Because that is
nobody goes, hey, me and you like little girls, just like in capital letters. Donald Trump liked little girls too, didn't he?
Come on, that sounds like the Supreme Court thing from what's her name? God damn it, Katani Jumanji.
Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like that where it's wait for it, ... Like who the fuck puts that in their briefing? You use ChatGPT, bitch.
Well, I mean, Under the Desk News, which is a big news person on fucking TikTok, just threw that out there. Like, oh no, it's real because and all these judges and all these whatchamacallit, all these prison guards, when you send mail in prison, all these people read it and was like, okay, that's cool. No, they didn't. It never happened. It's missing an inmate number, first of all. It went through Virginia, second of all. Then it happened 3 days after Jeffrey Epstein killed himself.
Right.
By the way, and now supposedly Trump killed a girl, supposedly. Like,
it's going to get out of control, though, but you're not going to change anybody's mind from anything that they want to believe any fucking more. There is no way
by the way,
of getting around any of this information at any point now.
By the way, do you think the redacted fucking papers were on purpose? I think it was done intentionally.
Bring up exactly what we're talking about, because I can see why. But again, I can see this just being a blundering failure of somebody just saying, I put black here on this and it's all good. Because all the information, and nobody's going to know how to dig that out.
But once again, it's never happened before. It's never fucking... Oh, Hunter Biden, too. Jesus Christ. That happened, too. Hunter Biden sitting there trying to be the fucking good guy. Well, no, it's be my dad was the greatest person in the world because my dad's a great person.
Right here. It says this. This comes from Diligent Innocent here. I can confirm that the Epstein copy-paste hack does indeed show redacted text from the DOJ Epstein Transparency Act files. That said, we should do everything we can not to publish Epstein survivor names. I will be doing batch unredactums tomorrow for us to go through. Basically, check this out, ladies and gentlemen.
Let me just show y'all something real quick, because in this file, okay, you can screenshot that, pause and screenshot if you need to, so you can look it up for yourself. This entire section is redacted, right? So you just do a copy and you paste it, okay? And I pasted it here, and I'll read that in a second. Just for context, this is the government of the United States of the Virgin Islands case versus Darren Indike, who is the executor for Jeffrey's estate, Richard Kahn, who's another executive for his estate, and a bunch of different LLCs, okay? So a bunch of shell corporations and companies, a bunch of different trusts where all of his fucking money went, and these two men are in charge of it. So the defendants in this case are the entire Epstein enterprise, essentially, okay? This isn't just these two men. This is the entire, this includes perpetrators of SA, okay? And I'll just read the redactions that this administration chose to keep from the public, okay? Defendants attempted to conceal their criminal trafficking and abuse conduct by paying large sums of money to participant witnesses. Okay, so they're paying off witnesses, right? Paying off their attorney fees. 204, Epstein threatened to harm victims and help release damaging stories about them to damage their credibility when they try to go public with their stories, okay? 205, Epstein also instructed one or more Epstein enterprise participant witnesses to...
That would explain why the fuck those women would never come forward then.
Why, because he paid them?
It's not that. After the fact, these women now that are saying that they want to create their own list and release it to the public because they're the victims kind of shit. That would explain why they were told not to. Because, let's admit it, there are some powerful fucking people that don't want this to come out. That might be the reason.
To destroy evidence relevant to ongoing court proceedings. Okay, so why do they not want this shown to the public? Doesn't have any victims' names in it. This is literal proof that they are redacting very damaging information regarding all of the defendants that have to do with Epstein's criminal networking ring.
Could it have been purposely done? Yes.
I believe it was purposely done.
However, I'm gonna chalk it up to, well, people, they'll never think to do this, so why the fuck? We don't have to remove all that data. We can just cover it up, and it'll comply with. I can see that stupidity working as well. I mean,
so you're telling me the people that redacted shit in the past aren't working still at the FBI? You telling me the people who have redacted shit back then are still there's nobody there from that time? Meanwhile, you have people who are still fucking aggravated?
I'm not going to say that because I honestly don't know who would go through and redact these files and what their, how their workforce has been affected. I'm just saying, I find it pretty, I can see both things happening. Because let's just be honest, humankind is dumb. Somebody gets lazy as fuck, doesn't want to do their job, just throws some black text over the document to cover it up and locks it down so you can't edit. Good enough, right? I'm done with that. I got 15 million other fucking pages I got to go through. It's good enough. It's good enough for government work.
Yeah, but the last time they redacted shit, also they had 15 million fucking pages to go through. Also, I think it was done.
Like I said, I can see it both ways, but
I think it was done purposely because I honestly think he didn't give a fuck if it gets out or not. Because once again, he's very good at, I didn't do it. They did it. Wasn't me. Right. I had nothing to do with it. I think it's his plausible deniability of, here you go, and nobody can blame him for it. He still gets to keep his donor friends, quote unquote, or whatever they keep saying his billionaire friends. Meanwhile, they're all left. They're all lefties. Like, I don't like people are just fucking this. And I get where you are sometimes, but they're just fucking retarded. Like, I think what happened in 2008 is Obama figured out the Men in Black thing where he just fucking pushed a button and everybody forgot.
Greg, sorry
about what happened.
But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. I kind of.
I said that Obama finally had them perfect the Men in Black thing where they push the button and you fucking forget everything that happened in the past. Like Donald Trump being a fucking Democrat his entire life.
Right.
And being a part of these people. And now because he's trying to expose a decent majority of them, they hate him.
Oh my God. I'm trying to cut this down. Sorry. 380.
Non-disclosure agreements by Epstein estate made that redaction happen. The estate released them so she found the unredacted section after the fact. Who?
And then this woman here, the information that you could copy and paste, it was done after the fact. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, because it's multiple people doing it. Multiple people are fucking doing it and trying, and I just want to see Ghislaine's titties. That's all I want to see.
Put it this way, though. Put it this way. Let's just say, let's go back to my screen for a second here. Let's just say this was actually happening, and there were people that were just going through this. That also means that these people who are in there just putting black boxes over it hands it to their uppers, their supervisors, their higher ups to check their fucking work. And these people are like, yeah, it's whatever, go ahead. Which means there's no oversight of any of this work at all then. If that's able to slip through, and that's a big security fucking risk.
Oh, Jenna was asking. Non-disclosure agreement by Epstein has made the redaction happen.
Right. The estate released them, so she found the unredacted section after the fact.
No. The whole thing. You could just take everything that's in there and just copy paste because there's another one. I mean, Asmongold did it.
Yeah.
But there's this one also.
Let me go to. I think I saw him doing that little thing too. Go ahead.
Let me see. Let me put in Asmongold redaction.
That's redacted. Okay, we've got it. All right, now we're going to copy this. We're going to save it. And this is from the government website right here, justice.gov. One of the moment of truth.
Ah.
Copy and paste.
That means there's no oversight if that's a thing, if that's going on.
No fucking way.
I don't think it's oversight, dude. I don't.
Oh my God.
I don't think it's oversight. I think they just threw it out, and they just said, okay, here you go. And it wasn't redacted correctly. Because come on, how many fucking now what I want to know is if these people like Asmongold went back in time and all the unredacted shit from the past, if they could do it now.
Probably not. Because that would have already been tried. I mean, this is basic level bullshit when you're talking about that, though. And that's why I say there's no oversight. Because if somebody can just pull this dumb shit, with something as big as this, if you can pull this dumb shit past your superiors, think of what else could be released easy as fuck.
Everything.
That means
everything could be.
That means their superiors do not really give a fuck about what they seem to redact. Dangerous, dude. It's fucking dangerous.
I know. And I don't, like I said, I don't know if it was done on purpose or, like you said, lack of people knowing what to do in their job.
Could be both. It could be somebody who did that knowing his boss wouldn't or a group of people who did that knowing that their boss wouldn't check the back end just to make sure. They're just going to open it up, look to see if the information is blacked out on the screen, and move the fuck on.
By the way, this is the intelligence community, by the way.
That's what's crazy. That's what pisses me off with this. This is what worries me with this kind of thing. Because if I can do that, think about all the shit you get past your supervisor. Every single one of you out there. Think of all the shit that you just flub along the way just to make it look like you get shit done. And you know it's not done correctly. Now imagine if you found something major or you were part of something major like this, and you're just like, yeah, my boss just opens it, make sure everything's black on the screen so we could just put a black mark and they can just copy and paste it. They're not going to check. And then here you go. Anything and everything can be released at any point in time, and that is only subject to the ideology of the people who are redacting.
Yeah, the not so intelligent community.
Right.
No, they're pretty intelligent and going and getting people that, talk bad about certain people, but, the people who are actually committing the crimes, they're soft on.
Right.
Soft on. So if you, openly say that Somalis are stealing from the United States, they can come after you. Yet the Somalis who are stealing from the United States, they don't care. And, they'll just let them go and do whatever they want because, it's only a few of them. 79 Somali people stole billions of dollars from the United States government. We're not gonna corral everybody into the same thing. By the way, all white men are bad.
Oh yeah. Let's not. Oh shit! I'm smacking the hell out of this mic tonight. Let's not forget that white people are bad, ladies and gentlemen.
All white men are bad. All white men are rapists.
Let anybody else steal from them.
All white men are rapists. All white men are assaulters. All white men are homophobic. All white men are xenophobic. All white men are transphobic. Yes. All white men.
You're starting to feel slighted by that.
No, I I think it's the principle of you want to say something about one set of people, but then on the opposite side, you go, it's not all people. But when somebody says it's not all people, what are you, guilty? Do you feel a little guilty about what you said? Because this lady makes up a fucking great point right here.
So let me get this straight. Liberals can be offended by a red t-shirt that says freedom on it, but I can't feel some type of way about a man in a dress being in the women's bathroom with me? You force women to bend the knee to biological men, and then when they don't, you call them transphobes. But yet you can't even handle a red t-shirt? You expect us to look the other way when a man comes into the women's bathroom, but yet you can't even look the other way when it comes to a red t-shirt with freedom and the American flag on it. You're justified in your little tantrums, but yet I'm a transphobic, fascist, God even knows what at this point. Right, sure. You're 40 with the emotional intelligence of a 5-year-old, but yet we're the problem?
And they're all on fucking meds.
Yes.
We let the crazies out. COVID allowed for stupid people to have stupid opinions, and that became the majority of opinions that were listened to.
Yes.
And nobody has fucking common sense anymore.
Because they
and
were the
retards
ones screaming and throwing a fit and throwing tantrums, getting violent, saying, you must listen to us. And everybody's like, okay. And they like cut children's dicks off. And you're like, no. And then they burnt your house down. Yes.
Yeah, I love the fucking TikTok lawyers all over the fucking internet about, what are you pulling him in for? Why are you he does the one lady literally, she's like, that's my neighbor's. He doesn't have a criminal record. How the fuck do you know? You can't go on a fucking date without fucking here's an idea. How about you look up your neighbors like you look up the menu on a date, and then you could probably fucking say something. You have no problem spending $40, $50 on a fucking website to check out what a man you're going on a date with for, to check out everything about him. Yeah, you're going to sit there and tell me that a Mexican person who's lived in this country for 30 years and didn't get his citizenship, who, just because he's your neighbor, he didn't do anything wrong. Did you look him up? Did you see what he did? Do you know if he has any extradition? No, you don't. You just go outside and you start screaming, leave my neighbors alone. You're affecting my community. No, shut the fuck up.
Yes.
And I swear, dude, I don't understand. I don't understand where we are as a country right now. Like, you have ICE agents calling the cops, and the cops are like, nah, we're good. We're good. We're not gonna help you out. And then on the other side, the mayor and the fucking governors are like, well, the government doesn't want to work with us. That's because you motherfuckers are sitting there telling everybody where their next move is.
Right.
And you're allowing people to follow ICE agents and harass ICE agents and be violent towards ICE agents. And you just sitting back going, well, ICE agents shouldn't be there. They're the aggressors. Really? Really? The people who are taking these criminals out of the country. And by the way, if you want to look, you can look no farther than CNN with the retardation of this nation when they're sitting there going, it's not a criminal offense, it's a civil offense. It's still breaking the law. It doesn't matter. Well, it's civil, not criminal.
It is a criminal offense to be here illegally in the first fucking place. Yes, it is a civil penalty, but being here in an illegal status at all is still a criminal act. Doesn't matter if you came over here legally and let that shit lapse just because you didn't want to follow through with the process. You are still here illegally at that point in time. Therefore, yes, it is criminal. Every single fucking one has a criminal record.
Queens of the Funny Farm. Yeah, that was a great band in the 90s. They are especially ill and broken. They are. All of them. Every single one of them is on medication.
Yes.
They're all on some kind of psychotropic drugs.
Look, 60% of the left already says, yes, that they have a mental illness. And that was what? Back in 2015? 2015, 2017, somewhere around there. When that part came out, that information came out. It's gotten fucking worse. And yet we just let mental illness run rampant, and we can't say anything about it because you're demonizing somebody just because they think differently than you. I'm fucking sorry. Look what happened. This is why I'm authoritarian as fuck, because you let the stupid run rampant. Now we got to control shit again.
Yeah, that's it. Well, once again, K-Bean says several of the victims committed suicide. Of course, the victims don't want to talk. Of course. Ripping someone off by fraudulent means is a criminal crime. You get jail time. Yeah. Once again, the same fucking idiots that'll sit there and tell you you're separating kids from their family are the same fucking idiots who don't realize if you go to jail, you're doing the same fucking thing if you're a criminal. But then again, you know, that they don't want criminals in jail anyway. They want to keep letting them out and commit hundreds and hundreds of crimes and not put anybody away. And then when they kill somebody eventually, you know, we didn't know. We can't punish people into not doing things. No, because Giuliani did it. Giuliani cleaned up New York. You know how he did it? It's called the broken windows effect. You take out the people who are fucking breaking windows, and everybody else above them who wants to do worse crimes go, hey, that motherfucker got thrown in jail for breaking windows. I'll probably go to jail a long time for selling drugs and murdering people.
Right.
And they're just sitting there, and these fucking idiots defend these people to no end. And it's like, well, you know, we need rehab for these people. How much money how much money are we going to fucking throw? You have the cities with the most amount of federal aid has the most amount of crime problem.
That's the most
and I love
amount
this
of
bait
fraud.
and switch. Yeah, and I love the bait and switch that they pull off too. Is when they go, well, I'll show you red states that have a higher gun problem than blue or red states have more problems than blue states.
Oh, I love that fucking argument. Let's go ahead and dive down into that. Let's go ahead and hit Alabama. What are the biggest areas? You got Mobile, you got Birmingham. Yeah, Huntsville's on the rise for it right now. And guess who controls him? Guess who is the mayor? What political party is that?
Democrat. Guess
where the most gun restrictions, gun laws are. Guess where all these gun-free zones are. Guess where they're at?
Well, Richard, you know, it's a problem because the rest of the state allows guns. The rest of the states allows guns. So that person went out to another part of the state where they allow guns, or another state where they allow guns, and then they purchased them and they brought them across the state lines.
So why is it the outer edges, past the outer edges of these major cities, why is there virtually absolutely no gun crime whatsoever?
They can't answer that. Then you're just racist.
Well, I can answer that. It's because we think everybody's fucking armed in the first damn place, and we're not going to fuck around because we may find out. Now, if I was a crazy motherfucker, like I am, with some type of morality to rein me the fuck back in, my first thought is, yeah, I want to do something fucked up. Let's go to an area where they don't allow guns, because who's going to have them?
Jennifer O says, I mean, I have light mental illness. These people are just fucking nuts. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Look, I have a mental illness too. It's called I hate the fucking world because everybody's stupid.
You need medication is what you need.
Yeah.
you may need to touch
I wouldn't be me if I took off the edges. All right, that wouldn't be it.
Listen, nobody's asking you to fucking cut the edges. People are asking you to trim the edges, not cut it. You don't have to cut the edge. Just trim it like a fucking circumcision. Circumcise your edges, okay?
Do you know how SSRIs work? They cut off the highs and the lows, so you ride that in-between state where you're just mentally numb to the fucking world. Imagine me in that kind of state, dude. This wouldn't fucking work. Be boring as shit. You'd just be rambling on and just be dozing out like, yeah. Anyway, here we go.
Yeah, the world. The world isn't the strawberries great at this time of year? Richard, what are you doing?
I've already been down that road, dude. I went through fucking depression hard. I was suicidal. I tried to take my own damn life 5 times. You don't think I understand this shit? All right. It's riding the highs. It's controlling those highs to so they don't get out of control and you don't spiral. The lows so you don't injure yourself in the process of it all. You have to learn to control. And that's what it really is with anything mental. You have to understand it. You have to get a hold of it. You have to know. You have to understand the way your body feels when it starts to get to that point. You feel it. Your anxiety problem starts creeping up. You feel your body change. It starts to go into that fight or flight fucking mode. You know when it's going to happen. It's just controlling that moment before and after. Yes, that's what it is.
Here's
I'm trying to help him out.
I know. Listen, I know, but I just want this is one of the things that I saw that infuriated me. Also, trying to explain affirmative action to liberals. Me, I don't want to be replaced at my job because I'm white. Them. So you think black people should sit at the back of the bus? This is all this shit has been on my timeline, and it's infuriating, as Jonah would say.
To diversity.
I don't want to be like replaced at a job because I'm
white. You are not being replaced.
I literally just said I've not gotten jobs.
So
because
have I,
of diversity
but I don't feel like I'm being replaced.
That's what that is. You could have got that job if you were black. So how is that not being replaced? That's what affirmative action is. What do you think it is?
No, that was casting. That's what that was. It was casting. But why?
I guess they're actors. Yes, casting, like Netflix taking all the black characters, all the white characters, and making them black. It's casting.
So
it's like making a black Ariel. It's casting.
Wait. So
this one sent me over the edge.
Affirmative action for like businesses and things that I literally told you have to have a percentage of black people. You have to have a percentage of Asians. You can't just have all white in your fucking business or they come down hard on you. That's casting. It's casting to make sure that it's not an all-white business. What?
Meanwhile, you had Tyler Fisher's has a literal phone call from his agent saying that because he's a white male, he can't get any comedy work.
No. She's going to have to explain this. Go ahead, roll it.
MDMA is by... What up, Yummy? You still haven't come on, you fucker.
Right?
MDMA is by far the best antidepressant I know of. Really?
Yeah, look. Yes. Yes, he's right.
Listen, thank you, Yummy. Thank you, because I've never seen Rich just fucking hit the brakes so hard. He wanted to be angry and tell you to go fuck yourself, but he went, he's fucking right.
No, okay, look. MDMA it's a synthetic hormone release in your brain. Right? It's literally like the euphoric feeling you feel is that rush of that what is it, oxytocin or some shit?
Yeah.
That release inside your brain. For that reason, for you to feel it is an antidepressant because you can't feel depressed when you're stoned off your ass on the very chemical inside your brain that makes you want to be happy. So yeah, he's right.
Damn those smoked mermaids.
But see, here's the problem. The more you use that, the more you drain that ability out of your brain and your body becomes more dependent on the external because you're not developing it anymore. So when you come off the external, your brain can't develop that and you go psychotic.
But it makes you feel like this.
That would kind of work. Yeah, that's routing through different things. We definitely need to get everything figured out again. Yeah. I have
all right, but let's get back to
my computer and reinstalled here. We got to do the same to Davies, and he's still fucking with things.
Yeah, dude, Dragonfly, it's nothing. The left is nothing but gaslighters. They talk about gas. If you watch, and I know a lot of our chat understands it. If you watch the things that the left says,
serotonin, that's it. Not oxytocin.
They do exactly what they talk about. They go, "You're just gaslighting me." Yet, meanwhile, they'll gaslight the fuck out of you and tell you that, no, Jeffrey Epstein was a real bad guy, and but he's doing a good thing because he's exposing all these people. You're like, what? Wait, hold on. What did you just fucking say? Did you really? Yeah. Well,
we're gonna stay on YouTube and Rumble all fucking night.
Is it hard for you not to just go, I did not get that one, let me go for this one?
Yeah, I will do that, but you think like black people would be chill with that if it's like, oh, sorry, you're black, you can't get that job. I think they have been chill with that. I don't think so. We had a whole civil rights movement, so I don't think that was very chill.
You got a problem with the civil rights movement?
Because
you have a problem with the civil rights movement now?
Can we admit that the Rosa Parks shit was set up? Can we admit that Martin Luther King actually had people go in there and throw rocks and shit at cops? That way, when reporters would come in, the only thing that they would see is the cops attacking peaceful protesters. Yeah, that was a thing. Where do you think the Black Panthers came from that shit?
That was gaslighting. That was a serious... Dude, that was the most major gaslighting I've ever seen in my entire life. No, there's only some people blowing up stuff and some people lighting things on fire. Some people are shooting other people.
Weather underground.
Meanwhile, behind you, it's happening. Literally shooting people and lighting shit on fire. It's only some people. Are you out of your fucking mind, dude?
Fiery, but mostly peaceful. Because only 6% of the 6,000 fucking protests got violent. 6% of 6,000 is still a fucking lot. Can we admit that shit?
Jennifer says, laugh my ass off. Senpai agrees with Yummy. Mark this date.
Look, I can't. It's scientific. I can't argue with that. That's either correct or it's not, unless you want to go into theory.
I think Senpai and Yummy agree on a lot more than they know of. It just Yummy decides to come at it from a different angle, where it's not appropriate in some places. And listen, I'm not saying don't be an asshole, because you're allowed to be an asshole. Rich does it all the time, every day.
If you can take me being an asshole, okay, cool, great.
But there's some places where you just gotta go, hey, calm the fuck down.
Right.
You're with your own people. The people who agree with you. Relax. But yeah, let's go watch this gaslighting that fucking lit me on fire.
Civil rights movement, I don't think that was very chill.
You got a problem with the civil rights movement?
Because they were being discriminated against, so they
You think they should still be slaves?
What?
Bitch, there was...
This is why I don't argue with lefts. This is why I don't... Let me go back. Let's go back.
Fucking years difference between what you're saying.
Let's go back and hear this one more fucking time, because you have to hear it. It's in its entire fucking retardation of this woman. This woman, she's got a wedding band on. I guarantee you her husband watches in the corner. Her husband watches in the corner and then cleans up after.
Look. I guess she's old, but them pancake banana titties she's got going on. Fucking look, they're hanging down to her damn stomach, dude. Like they're at her fucking belly button. All right, go ahead.
To diversity.
I don't know why I brought that up.
I don't want to be like replaced at a job.
Because she's an awful human and she has orangutan tits. Yet some people.
I was gonna make that joke, but that was way too far for me.
But
I was gonna just
there
be
are
like,
some people.
He has orangutan titties.
Well, there are some people who like those kind of orangutan titties that some people have equated them to, but
because
you are not being replaced.
I literally just said I've not gotten jobs.
So have I, but I don't feel like I'm being replaced.
That's what that is. You could have got that job if you were black. So how is that not being replaced? That's what affirmative action is. What do you think it is?
No, that was casting. That's what that was. It was casting. But why is it hard for you?
Why didn't you push her on that? I'm sorry, you're going to have to. Why didn't you push her on that? Seriously. And she's like, what? What do you mean by casting? Because that sounds racist as shit, but go ahead.
Because she's a young fucking girl and this lady's been arguing with her husband and black men for years.
Not to just go, I did not get that one, let me go for this one.
Yeah, I will do that, but you think like black people would be chill with that if it's like, oh, sorry, you're black, you can't get that job. I think they have been chill with that. I don't think so. We had a whole...
They have been chill with that. Marching in Selma. Marching Black Lives Matter.
Rodney King in 94. Yeah, they've been chill. We just getting their asses whipped in the fucking streets of LA, right?
Civil rights movement. I don't think that was very chill.
You got a problem with the civil rights movement?
Because they were being discriminated against, so they
You think they should still be slaves?
What?
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying they weren't chill with being discriminated
against. You think that we should still have them at the back of the bus? No. Like, these things happen so that we could have equality. Why is equality difficult for you?
How is it equality for me to not get a job because I'm white?
Why is it a problem to just work harder?
Isn't that what everybody's been saying? All everybody's been screaming about reparations?
It's like arguing with a 12-year-old.
Why not just work harder? Okay, cool. Why should somebody who literally has no idea about any part of my field be put in my position just because of the color of their skin? Do you want your network to work? Do you want those cables to look good? Do you want them to work? Do you want your internet to do a thing? Maybe, just fucking maybe, you should have people, regardless of their skin color, doing the jobs that they are qualified to do, instead of putting somebody in a job where they wouldn't know what they're doing if they didn't have a background or training into it just because of the color of their skin. That is replacement. And that is also racist as shit to sit there and say that somebody is so fucking pathetic they can't do it themselves unless you put them in that position. Is that what you were telling me, ma'am? Do you think these people are too stupid, so they must be forced into these positions so they figure it out on their own?
Huh. K-Bean's right. The girl says, I want equality, and the other one says, you should just work harder.
Right.
I mean, how would you feel if white people said that to black people pre-civil rights?
I feel like you probably say that to black people post-civil rights.
You just told her to work harder. So if she says it to a black person, how is she wrong? What does that even mean? I feel like you say that to black people post-civil rights. Yes. If we don't have the similar GPA, we don't have a similar, work ethic, you shouldn't be entitled to part of my 4.0 fucking grade point average.
Right.
It's the same fucking thing. And vice versa.
I mean, that's what the No Child Left Behind Act was, though.
Yeah, and look at Chicago can't even fucking read. The whole fucking state.
The No Child Left Behind Act actually fucked me over. Because I was incredibly intelligent, and every damn time I got in fucking trouble, they just put me in remedial fucking courses, which made me get in trouble even more because I'm way too fucking intelligent for that shit. I was learning fucking physics and goddamn physics and teaching myself trigonometry while I was locked up in state's custody, and I had to do it myself because none of them knew how to fucking help. But yet I go back to public school, and I'm learning how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide whole numbers again for the first month of 10th grade. Figure that shit the fuck out. That's the way our system has become. No child left behind. Okay, so now I have to work harder to bring up my GPA because all these fucking retards can just do absolutely nothing and still pass just because they barely understand. Oh, we get to hold them back a year or two. That's it. After that, you must push them forward. a good friend of mine was actually 4 years behind, and he just rode going through. He's a good dude, but he's dumb as shit. Yes.
Here, let me show you what this fucking dildo said, because I have Jack Mack's rebuttal to it. Where is it?
Point of clarification on the Lake Michigan Donald Trump stuff. The Riverboat Casino, yes, he had in 1993, but he had.
No, that's not it. Where's the one where she fucking?
People saying this is to distract from the Epstein file.
Ah, fuck. Where'd it go?
Which one?
Pam Bondi. Look at Pam Bondi to jail. Here it is.
A lot of fake content being thrown into the Epstein.
This is how she starts it. This is what threw me from the beginning.
There's a lot of fake content being thrown into the Epstein files to try and distract you from the truth of what's going on. But the letter from Jeffrey Epstein to Larry Nassar, that one's real. The letter was sent sometime in late July or early August before Jeffrey Epstein allegedly killed himself. And the existence of this letter has been reported since 2019, when the Associated Press got a trove of 4,000 documents, either from within Jeffrey Epstein's cell or related to the investigation into the death of Jeffrey Epstein. However, the actual postcard itself was not included in the documents that were turned over to the Associated Press.
Yeah, you're right, Jonah. The Queen of England, the first Elizabeth, was cast as a black instead of British as black in some British series. Yeah, work harder.
That is probably because the FBI sent this postcard out for a handwriting analysis to ensure that it was in fact Jeffrey Epstein that sent it to Larry Nassar. Now, if you've never been to jail, you might not know that inmates are not allowed to send mail to other inmates without approval. So the fact that Jeffrey Epstein, a criminally convicted pedophile, was allowed to send a postcard to another criminally convicted pedophile, Larry Nassar, is sort of unusual. And all of the mail that you send in prison is read. So several people would have read this, and they still allowed him to send it. Dear LN, as you know by now, I have taken the short route home, indicating that he took his own life. Good luck. We shared one thing, our love and caring for young ladies, disgusting, and the hope that they'd reach their full potential, vile. Our president also shares our love of young nubile girls. Okay. When young beauties walked by, he loved to grab snatch, whereas we ended up snatching grub in the mess halls of the system. Life is unfair. I'm sorry, that is just so hard to read out loud. This postcard is incredibly damning. It not only is so salacious in the fact that Jeffrey Epstein is writing to this other very high-profile pedophile who's in prison, but it specifically mentions the president, who at the time was Donald Trump. Also curious here is Jeffrey Epstein had access to a cell.
So it's actually known that Trump was actually helping the FBI for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So a convicted pedophile writes another convicted pedophile about a dude that helped put him away. And somehow we're supposed to go along with it? I mean, this is what I would fucking do if I wanted to just plant some shit on somebody, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, hey, I send you a letter. It makes no fucking sense. Just because that letter exists and everybody fucking read it and it was still able to be shipped, somehow everybody was like, yeah, Donald Trump. Yeah, he's a pedophile. Let's just put it out there. Huh? Damn,
so, Spud, this is
anymore.
Under the Desk News. She has 3.7 million followers on TikTok, but she's also helped out Joe Biden during his presidency. She's part of that whole fucking Palantir fucking people who, I never got paid by Palantir yet, there's proof.
Yeah. She was one of the well, she wasn't one of the original 30 that we had talked about, but yeah, she was brought in after
I believe
the fact.
she was. No, she's been pretty fucking high on the horse for a long time. People were saying she's Rosie O'Donnell's niece or whatever, but yeah, she had a hand in getting Biden fucking elected.
cell phone and was in constant communication with the outside world. He wouldn't have not known that Larry Nassar was actually being held in a Michigan prison. Yet he sent the letter to the prison that Nassar had been held at only for a couple of months in the summer of 2018. Did Jeffrey Epstein write an incriminating letter and intentionally send it to the wrong address, knowing that it would be returned to sender and end up back in his files? And him sending it.
Yes, he sent it to Larry because he knew it was going to come back.
This
is what I mean!
Hold on. I would think of this. I just said it. I would think of this. Because if he did receive it, where would he go? Right? You know he's not there, so it's coming the fuck back. You get to keep it. Dude, I mean...
But does that happen in jail, or do they just discard it?
Yeah, that's questionable.
Do they?
Why would that
because,
happen?
like she said, all these people have read it. So obviously, there's people who know this letter exists, or this postcard exists. Then,
and how did it get through?
Why not ask them?
Yeah, that is a thing. Why was that a problem?
Out of all the people Epstein knew, he writes a letter to Larry Nassar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To Larry Nassar in particular, as opposed to anybody else, would have really stuck out to the press and to the public. A couple questions remain.
That would have been good to do, right? This letter was sent out 3 days after he died.
Yeah.
So there's, even if it was returned, yeah, it's like the birthday card that apparently, Trump wrote to Epstein about him liking little girls. Yeah, it's the same, that turned out to be false.
Yeah.
Here. What was the result of the FBI handwriting analysis of the letter? Why did Jeffrey Epstein send it to an Arizona prison? Why wasn't it included in the documents that were given to the Associated Press when they were investigating the death of Jeffrey Epstein?
By the way, it's been out since that whole treasure trove came out. She's saying that they just found it. Meanwhile, it's been out for days and the news has been talking about it for days.
And Larry Nassar is still alive. He is serving his sentence at the Coleman, Florida high security federal facility. Also, why is Nassar being held in Florida when he committed his crimes in Texas and Michigan, both of which have federal prisons?
Ma'am, do you know how the prison system works? You do not put a prisoner in the same area as they come from. Why? Because fuck, if they escape, it would be easy for them to get their shit and bounce. Would it not? That's why in the juvenile system...
Jennifer, we're going to get to that.
What?
You want a juvenile system? Sorry.
That's why in the juvenile system, they take you counties over, hours away from where you live. So that way, if you run away, you still have a long fucking distance to cover unless somebody's involved in your shit. That's why when you go into a bigger area, when you become an adult, like prisons, jails, state-run shit, they take you out of that whole district and shove you somewhere else. So it's not easy for you to get back home, grab your shit, and get the fuck out. That's how it fucking works.
On YouTube.
Yeah, we're just staying there. I'm not going to cut the feed on
Jennifer says,
not tonight.
My family worked for the Michigan DOC. Nothing goes in or out without inmate number, and a letter like that would have gone directly in a shredder because it's not approved content, period. And Dragon says, covering the lie, amazing. It just now comes out after all this. By the way, folks, if you're new here, please give us a follow, give us a like, and if you want, comment, tell us how much we fucking suck, because we love it. Just like Yummy. But Yummy says there's an easier way to attack Trump's character, but will it really matter at this point? No. I mean, listen, to attack his character now is dumb, because he's basically he's a lame duck. I'm gonna say it right now. He's pretty much a lame duck.
Look,
and if
you wanted to stop
goes,
Trump, it would have been easy as fuck. It really would have been easy as fuck. Instead of going after him blow for fucking blow, which literally he knocked out the fucking park every damn time. You made it seem like he was being a dick for no fucking reason. And instead of being like, well, this person did this, and you just fire back, oh, yeah, you're this, you just be like, look, can we stop throwing fucking jabs at each other and actually talk about policy? You're America first, right? You want to make this country better. Then why the hell are you shitting all over me instead of answering these questions in front of this crowd?
And the more the left does this,
that's how you disarm him instead of going after him, trying to one up, because these motherfuckers ain't good at that. That's what happened. Instead of being like, I don't understand why you're being a visceral fucking asshole right now, because I'm trying to sit here and actually talk about what's happening in the country, not just being a dickhead. You would have made him look like the biggest piece of shit on the fucking stage, but nobody did that.
No.
That's how you would have stopped Trump.
They played right into his hands.
Yeah. I said that during the 2020 shit.
Jack Mack gives you a little bit of it. The Epstein letter to NASA implicates Trump in new file dump from DOJ. Spoiler alert, it's fake.
More Epstein files. And last night, the Department of Justice dropped some more Epstein files. And they featured an alleged letter from Jeffrey Epstein to Larry Nassar. And within this letter, Donald Trump was mentioned. Our president also shares our love of young, nubile girls. This, of course, went pretty viral this morning, as both Jeffrey and Larry were convicted of serious crimes. But as it turns out, that letter does not really pass the sniff test. It was post-stamped 13th August 2019, 3 days after Jeffrey died. It has a stamp Nova 220, which means it was processed by a North Virginia mail facility, not where Nassar or Epstein were at the time. And on top of it, it did not feature Jeffrey's prison number, which you would need to put on a letter to send it out of a prison. DOJ later came out and said that this letter was fake. It is December 23rd.
It froze.
But let Under the Desk News tell you that what she's saying is real and everything else is fake, right?
Right.
By the way, I like Jack. Jack is good. Jack is really fucking good with some new shit. He's down the middle. He calls balls and strikes, which I like. But yeah. Nova. No, I mean North. It can go through the Virginia processing plant to go somewhere else, but especially if he's in Florida, it could go through the Virginia processing plant. That's where it gets stamped and get down to Florida. But still, there's no inmate number.
Is being able something to like watch that USA Pro Sports on TV a right or a privilege? TV is a privilege. You don't have the right to access the airways. I mean, there's nothing in our Constitution that says you can use the airways for whatever you want. As a matter of fact, there's heavy restrictions on that shit. So, yeah, it's a privilege.
Yeah. To be honest with you, it's so funny because this is the conversations I kind of have with Spencer, because he just thinks that you can just buy anything you want. And, if we don't order out for dinner, he doesn't eat dinner because that's not whatever's in the house isn't dinner or whatever it is. I go, dude, do you understand? Eating out is a privilege. Right. Drinking soda is a privilege. Beer is a privilege. Everything you don't need to survive is a fucking privilege. Your computer's a privilege. TV is technically the entire thing of TV. The internet is all a privilege that we just have now, that we think that we deserve. Just like, once again, healthcare. Healthcare is not a right.
Right.
It's a privilege that some people have. Unfortunately, people get sick. People die for some reasons. Some people don't get taken care of. That's why when you go to the emergency room, they have to take care of you. They can't just kick you out. Even if it's $1 million surgery, they have to take care of you. And honestly, nowadays, especially if you have insurance, there's less likely of a chance of you actually getting the fucking healthcare you need.
Right.
If you have no healthcare and they'll bill you later, you just automatically get to the front of the line. You get whatever you need. They'll bill you later, and somehow it's less. A $200 doctor visit all of a sudden becomes, or an $800 doctor visit all of a sudden becomes $40-$50 completely.
Yeah.
Totally. If you have no insurance.
Makes
If you have
wonder,
insurance,
right?
you got to pay a copay. What's a fucking copay for? I pay insurance.
That copay covers that $40-50 that would actually become what somebody without insurance would pay as long as they know how to fight
But that's another thing. They charge you. Here's the thing, and this is the biggest scam and the easiest way to put insurance fraud, insurance scams. You go to a doctor and they charge you $800 for a visit to be there for fucking 15, 20 minutes for the doctor to look you over for 4 fucking seconds, and then the doctor to give you you need a referral. Hey, your leg hurts. Why don't you go to this doctor? Oh, now your toes hurt. How about you go to that doctor? Because I don't specialize in toes. I specialize in legs. And so on, and so on, and so on. And every fucking time you go, it's another $50 copay, $20 copay, $40 copay.
Yep.
And then they still get the $800. Meanwhile, you can call a hospital and bargain. Literally. You can call the hospital and say, hey, I can only afford this. Can I pay this? And they'll go, okay. But if you have insurance, no bargaining. That's what they pay. So why should I have to pay anything out of fucking pocket? Right. The out of pocket thing is atrocious. Why do I have to pay anything out of pocket if I'm paying you every single time I get paid?
So they can do the haggling.
But if somebody
and their haggling is
have
worse because they're going to pay out anyway.
Yeah. And if you have insurance, they might not cover certain things like cancer treatments.
Of course.
And then you're left on the hook for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Meanwhile, if you didn't have insurance, you'd be fine. You'd get taken care of.
I'm starting to think that boosting the amount of cancer that is happening in the American population was to boost the research
by
for
design.
Cancer. Yeah. So they can
I don't know.
the money
Somebody
that
said
goes
the
into
other
research for cancer.
Somebody said it the other day. How come we could develop a vaccine for a fucking fake virus in months, yet we've been throwing money at cancer for fucking years and we still can't figure it out? Oh, I know what it is. It's cunt judges that when Robert F. Kennedy wants to take extremely toxic dyes out of your food, and some cunt from Virginia or wherever she's from tells you, no, you can't do that.
Right.
So you're not allowing people to take the cancerous shit out of things. For what reason?
Because it
more
boosts
money.
The medical industry. I mean, that's what it's for. They're putting you into the industry just to be a forever patient. Kind of like what they did with the transgender shit. I mean, that's all it is. Dude, you're going to sit there and tell me that we have the ability to manipulate genetic information, yet we still have yet to find a cure for cancer. We can't manipulate the genetic information of cancer. Come on. Come on. We got CRISPR technology going on right now. We can edit your baby's genes and grow them in a bag till you get the perfect designer baby. But we can't end cancer. There's something about that doesn't
fucking strange,
right.
isn't it?
But
fucking strange, isn't it?
Then again, I also got to get into this right here because
go for it.
I got a question.
I got to be out. I got
what? You got what?
Oh no, I got. So apparently, let me just. I don't know if Darnell wants me to do it, but we're changing the name of two Sieves and a Pig. The name's being changed to Lights, Camera, Citation, I believe, tonight. I'm not sure, but yes, Lights, Camera, Citations will be on tonight at 9:30 on Darnell's channel.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm also trying to help him out with that. That's pretty fun. It's a fun thing to do, watching cop videos and just making fun of the retards on that too.
But I do have a question. Why have we not already been doing this?
The FBI is expanding its overseas biometrics programs. Director Kash Patel said this will help stop bad actors before they enter the United States. Patel said the FBI undertook a project earlier this year to vastly expand this program. He added that it gives the agency the ability to expand the border outwards. This would allow the U.S. to cut off adversaries who seek to do harm before they're able to enter the country. The FBI said it worked with DHS, CBP, and overseas counterparts to implement the improvements at every level.
So, yeah. Check this out. FBI director hints at Bureau's quiet expansion of global biometric reach. When Federal Bureau of Investigations Cass Patel wrote on the X Bureau that wrote on X that the Bureau undertaken a project earlier to vastly expand our overseas biometric program, the statement appeared almost throwaway in tone. Embedded in the brief remark was a revelation that the Bureau is accelerating a global biometric screening architecture that is designed to identify and disrupt individuals long before they reach U.S. territory. What Patel did not spell out is that this capability is neither experimental nor new. Of course. We've been doing it to our citizens for fucking ever. So these people that come into the United States, we don't have information on, basic biometric information on, other than maybe a fingerprint if they have it. On what? You wonder how we got so many fucking terrorists coming into this country? We don't even know who they are or what they are, or where they're headed, because apparently we don't even have facial pictures and shit in our system of these people. What the fuck is happening?
Jenna says, now we know why Patel was in China, and Spud says, was his girlfriend doing a concert there?
Yeah, that's what's happening. It is a product of a post-9/11 evolution that has steadily pushed U.S. identity service or surveillance outward, embedding FBI systems deep inside foreign law enforcement and security operations with limited public scrutiny. I mean, the Federal Bureau of Investigations does not have fingerprint identification for terrorists, but they have mine. Why haven't you already been doing this shit? At the core of this effort,
because they want to go after. They want to go after us, Richard. We're their target.
At the core of the efforts of Bureau's Criminal Investigation Service, a high-tech hub in the hills of West Virginia that serves as the FBI's biometric backbone. The CJIS manages the next-gen information, NGI, the FBI's massive biometric repository that contains hundreds of millions of fingerprint records, palm records, facial images, and iris data. Okay. Although NGI is often discussed as domestic criminal justice system supporting arrest and background checks, FBI policy documents have long made clear that it is built to serve international law enforcement and national security missions as well. Oh my God. So we were supposed to be doing this, but we haven't. To Patel's point, after declining between fiscal years of 2024 and 2025, funding for criminal justice services rebounded sharply in the Bureau's fiscal 2026 services baseline. The account rises between tens of millions of dollars last year, $633 million in 2025, to just shy over $800 million in 2026, reversing the prior dip and signaling renewed investment in the CJIS enterprise. They got all our information, but apparently the rest of the fucking world is supposed to be exempt from it. Like, we're playing this game, America? Seriously, you have to go through this. They have all your information. They can find you halfway across the fucking world. You can find Saddam Hussein in a hole in the ground halfway across the fucking world. But somehow you don't have a picture of the terrorists that are in this country. The fuck? Like, seriously.
He's just trolling those with TDS at this point. It's definitely old.
I guess they're just pumping more money into it to increase their budget so that way they can have access to more shit in here, which, again, why do we not already have? I think before you look at American citizens, you should be looking at other people elsewhere, right? You're supposed to be protecting our borders. So, yeah. If they're coming into this country, shouldn't we have a way to identify them? I'm pissed, dude.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Breaking news.
Oh, let me go to your screen. Sorry. I have to do it manually. Turn mine off. There you go.
Justin, 2 people have been shot inside the Shohone County Sheriff's Office in Wallace, Idaho, per local media. Shooters reportedly still inside. Huge emergency response.
Oh, it's frozen. There we go.
This is happening every fucking day now.
Damn near it. Damn near it.
And let me tell you where I'm going to guess. I'm going to be 95% sure that it's not from, the people who back the blue. But continue to get shit on in this country.
I don't know.
By
It
the
could
blue.
have been somebody from the inside, kind of like that sheriff and that judge.
Yeah.
I mean, we got more information than that when you called that shit, but yeah. Suspect reportedly dead per local news.
She was confirmed dead at the scene by Bob Norris. Unconfirmed reports reveal the shooter's identity is John Drake, a 77-year-old male from Mullen, Idaho.
I mean, if it's unconfirmed, I just don't want to go throw it around somebody's picture and shit like that. But
that's unconfirmed. God, that looks like it was taken in 1975. That's today. This is what I mean. Like, everybody doesn't understand that this is what fucking middle America looks like.
Yes. Yes.
This is the people who you're like, oh, you don't need guns. What do you need gun for? Do you have cops? No. You know how long it'd take a cop to get to someplace in Idaho? Probably about a half hour, 45.
Dude, where I came from, where I grew up in, we had, 26 officers for 24-hour shifts. Not like 24 hours you're on the clock, but the 24-hour window. We had 26 officers in the entire fucking county. For them to get to where I lived would literally take 4.5 minutes. So if anything were to happen, cops are 4.5 minutes away from me in most instances. So yeah, you might be having somebody that's traveling through the area and might be able to respond quickly. But yeah, it's about a 4.5 minute wait time where I grew up at. You don't think I used that to my advantage when I was a kid? Come on, man.
You lit a fucking garage on fire.
Oh, are we?
You lit a garage on fire. This is what I mean. These fucking people are just crazy. This is what comes up in my fucking timeline.
My ribs removed. People are still not believing me. They're saying that I'm using Photoshop. Now, as you can see, my arm will not move when I go through. I am not using any Photoshop, and these are actually my ribs, you guys. Like,
no, those are not the ribs. Those are not the ribs. Those are like.
Well, but why?
Pig ribs.
Why? Like, what the? Like, this isn't content. This isn't fucking content. You just want to show off your tits and your fucking small hips that you fucking grinded to a. You squished your fucking rib cage together and grinded it together so you look like you have hips. Madam, you're a white woman. You have barely any.
No, I mean, she does now. I mean, it's all fake.
Now, if she didn't fucking squeeze her hips to a fucking -4.
But do you know how much risk you just put your internal organs in? I mean, you just increase the danger that there is going to be damage to your internal organs. Just say you get punched in the stomach. I mean, fuck.
Especially because she only probably dates NBA stars.
Well, that's a dangerous mixture now, isn't it?
It's gonna push everything on her throat.
I mean, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just thinking about how many of them they beat on a daily basis. But okay.
Well, we have become Barnum and Bailey.
Yeah.
We have become Barnum and Bailey, and we're allowing just fucking retarded freaks to do whatever they can for popularity, and this is what we get. And these people vote, and these people make decisions, and these people decide later on in life that they want to run for office, and then the next thing you know, you have a person in office is like, everybody gets things for free, yay!
You know what? Look, I'm just gonna kind of fly
Bill
through
Gates
this
was right.
shit No, that's
Bill
coming
Gates
up.
was right.
That's coming up. I'm just gonna fly through this shit. I do want to bring this up, ladies and gentlemen. Prepare for World War III. It's going down. Look, Ukraine struck with Storm Shadow missiles key oil refineries supplying Russian troops and aviation. All right, you got India now successfully testing K-4 nuclear missiles from INS. Iran has seized tanker trucks carrying oil. The entire world is gearing up for fucking war. This should be concerning. We have moved our weapon manufacturing from desert warfare to Indo-Pacific warfare. China's supposed to be moving on Taiwan. What was it, their Agenda 27 or something like that? They're supposed to be moving on Taiwan in 27. The crippling attacks that we have seen. Oh yeah, the game thing that we had that night. Problem with the game servers and even OBS and everything. Yeah, they had a huge network attack going on in the gaming industry. Where was that? Because I took a screenshot of that shit. Stupid spell. Yeah, here it is. Look. Down detector. This is what was happening that night. Arc Raiders was hit, Fortnite was hit, Rocket League was hit, and it's almost the same kind of, it spike and then fall off or stagnate. AWS, Amazon Web Services, Steam was attacked, Epic Games was attacked, VR Chat was attacked, Embark, Dead by Daylight, Among Us, Apex, Rust, PlayStation Network. They went after everything.
Well, here's the problem. Amazon controls, I believe, all of this.
Well,
all of Amazon, all of these servers are on Amazon. Amazon runs the world. Amazon runs the United States right now. If you didn't know, every server that you have, for the most part, everything, every game you have stored, everything, they have control over. And by the way, if you don't think that was by design, you're not fucking listening.
Nope. Nintendo says this in their thing. Hey, if you mod our console that you legally bought in any way, we can brick it. So therefore, all that money you wasted is now gone. And there's nothing you can do about it because you leased the console for that price. You didn't buy it. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy.
And I said, I've been saying it ever since. Remember, Amazon just built an $11 billion facility.
Amazon is now going to start building up. Where was it? It's actually in the ticker, isn't it? Yeah, AI data centers may soon be powered by retired Navy nuclear reactors from their aircraft carriers and submarines now.
Donut Mind says it's either Cloudflare or AWS. If one goes down, hundreds are affected. Yeah.
Yes. And that's exactly what happened. Taiwan Amazon Web Services was attacked. This time it was on the gaming side. Do you know how much money you could disrupt in that? You could steal away the information people just willingly do have. Like we do it. We buy a game on Steam, our information is there.
Could you imagine fucking they hack into Amazon?
Everybody's fucked.
Bro, you're done. Everybody's done. Everybody has fucking Amazon. Everybody, even kids have fucking Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
All your information is fucking done.
And you willingly gave that information away everywhere anyway, but I mean, fuck. You could literally, with this information alone, you could literally just crash the entire, not just U.S. economy, but the world economy.
I gotta fix this studio back up and then show everybody all my fucking all my like platforms, because I'm trying to collect them all. I'm trying to get them like Pokemon.
That's not how filters work. One, she could actually be a man. Two, she could be a North Korean regime starvation victim and not be that healthy and skinny. Got a point there, Jonah. That could be a thing. But I'm more than likely saying that's some very fucked up alterations to that body. However, this is going to be fun real quick. Check this out. Joe Borelli Was there any evidence that Donald Trump committed any crime? No. Borelli. Now, Bill Clinton's getting a massage by a girl who was trafficked, and then he's in a hot tub with another girl who was trafficked. Check this shit out.
You want to talk about gaslighting again?
Yes.
You want to talk about gaslighting again? These motherfuckers, right, have no... It's always, well, we're not talking about this. We're not talking about Bill Clinton, because if he did something, yeah, he could get arrested too. But Bill Clinton is the main fucking person in the Epstein files.
And
yet
nobody
they're trying to go after Trump, and nobody cares about Bill.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy points it out. I believe he points it out in this clip, but I know he points it out in other clips too.
Right.
Say this is the largest cover-up, even larger than Watergate.
Let me just hear you say. Wait, hold on. Let me just hear you say. Say this with me. There is no evidence in any of these documents that links Donald Trump to trafficking.
Have you seen the Epstein email where he says that Trump walked nose first into a pane of glass because he was watching young girls?
Have you seen that email? Was there any evidence that Donald Trump committed any crime?
No, not any crimes.
So then
we don't know.
Let's go to Bill Clinton now. Now, Bill Clinton's getting a massage by a girl who was trafficked, and then he's in a hot tub with another girl who was trafficked.
So say this with me.
People we know who were victimized.
We don't know.
Should Donald Trump be? Should Bill Clinton be allowed in polite society?
Now it's your turn to say something with me.
This is a guy who's a pedophile.
Now it's your turn. It's your turn to say something to me. Okay. We don't know what evidence there is because you have not released all the files. Say it with
me. So you go after every little thing you can to try to demonize Donald Trump because he's in the Epstein files for being probably a witness for the FBI? But we don't know what evidence. Say it with me. We don't know what evidence is because you won't release it. But we're throwing all this out there to make accusations and to demonize somebody for something that is looking out to be absolutely 100% false. She just fucking said it. We don't have evidence of any of this. We're just throwing accusations out there into the wind.
We need more files, more than the 2 million files that have already been downloaded and dropped. We need more to find out. We need to dig even deeper. Even to probably made up story about Donald Trump killing a 13-year-old girl because she was pregnant.
Right.
Because a limo driver also said that Barack Obama blew him. Are we supposed to believe him too?
I just want you all to understand. Watch the way she tries to say this. It is that condescending attitude that makes people just want to really just reach out and slap the ever-loving fuck out of you.
And then he's in a hot tub with another girl who was trafficked.
So say this with me.
People
say
we
this
know
with
who
me.
were victimized.
We don't know.
Should
now
Donald Trump be? Should Bill Clinton be allowed in polite society?
Now it's your turn to say something with me.
This is a guy who's a pedophile.
Now it's your turn. It's your turn to
Didn't
say
answer.
something. We don't know what evidence there is because you have not released all the files. Say it with me. We don't know.
We are going to get all the files released, and then I'll say.
So you have everything that connects Bill Clinton to being with the actual girls, but you don't have anything on Donald Trump that connects him with being with actual girls. But you don't have the evidence to say, yeah, he fucked a kid. But you don't have the evidence to say that Donald Trump did, but yet you're sitting there screaming he was fucking kids. Huh?
Johnny 5 needs input.
Jesus fucking Christ.
But Jonas says Midas Touch Network is about as believable as Midas being able to turn anything he touched into gold. You're not wrong. Jonah, don't mind me. I'll get it right eventually. Remember when companies like Parler were looking for services that weren't AWS or Google because of their ties to the payment services? Yeah, and the fact that they wouldn't allow them on because, the president at the time was, calling white people racist and you couldn't say whatever you wanted on social media. And then,
but if you don't
a guy
like
from
Twitter,
Africa buys it. Yeah. And then a guy from Africa buys it and all of a sudden it becomes a problem. It's
so fucking pathetic.
And all the Dems had
everybody squirmed throughout all that, man. But then it was a real huge shift because all these left-leaning accounts started losing a lot of motherfuckers and all these right-leaning accounts started growing motherfuckers because people were coming back to the platform. They were banning the fucking pods and it's still a fucking shit show, but that's because there are a lot of bots still on there, but that's because humans are too fucking stupid to understand what's going on. They've been fed bullshit too fucking long. And that's what's being fed by Elon Musk AI. You don't think that motherfucker's going to be going around calling himself Mecha Hitler? All right, goddamn. It's just like Bill Clinton here, though. Take a look. Oh, I don't have it. I didn't anymore. There you go. But yeah, this one right here says, what do you think Bill Clinton is thinking? This was an old fucking one. But yeah, I still wanted to bring this back just to let you guys know. Yeah, this still exists.
Will stop at nothing. And yes, the Russians helped them last time. The Russians are helping them now. And you cover the White House. You know that the White House has said, don't brief the Congress. Don't even tell them in classified settings what the Russians are doing this time. And these people will stop at nothing.
She's still pushing the Russia collusion hoax.
She paid for it. Of course she's pushing it.
Can we just say that was treasonous as shit? I mean, she was an official. She took an oath of office, and she tried to use informational and psychological warfare, just like Obama pushing that shit. Can we admit that yet, people? Can we admit that our government manipulates you because they think you're too fucking stupid to understand what's going on? And by doing so,
Fox News,
they have you under control?
But Fox News, Richard, the right has right-wing extremists on Fox News.
Yeah,
dude. The more and more,
once
again, this. Let me. Listen. Left. Listen to me. You hear me? The more you do this shit, the more you're going to create more Nick Fuenteses.
God damn it!
And the more you're going to get people going, "Hey, Nick Fuentes is right."
You got me saying it now.
The more you do this, the same way you got people to go for Trump. You know how you hated that Trump was platformed and hated that Trump's the president. You're going to push Nick Fuentes to Joe Rogan's popularity pretty soon because you don't learn your fucking lesson. You're going to push Nick Fuentes to the point where he's the front runner of something. Do I agree with everything he says? 75% of it, no. But 25% of it, he's got a fucking point. And Joe Rogan even said that on his podcast.
He's got a fucking point here. And I hate to admit it. He's right.
What they're saying here about Australia. So you have Muslims in the country. They're training with ISIS. Let's assume it's not a conspiracy for a moment. They're fighting the war in Gaza on the streets of Sydney. What's the solution from the government? Ban anti-Semitism on the internet and take away more guns. Not ban the diversity, not roll back the white genocide, not remigrate the people. No. Take civil liberties from white people. Keep the immigration from everywhere else and take more civil liberties from white people. That's literally the program.
Haven't I been screaming that, though? He just said it in a more fucked up way. But I've been saying the same thing. Yes, it's not the great replacement theory. It is fucking real, and it has absolutely nothing to do. Oh, I don't have it anymore. I gotta find it. Oh God, what was that document? Yeah, I know where it is. Hold on.
They don't care about the crimes. They just need anything on Trump, even if it's fabricated. You're right. Gotta like Gab and build something internally. Gab's still around. Gab and Minds. What up, Wes? Wes says featured stream tonight. Are we featured on YouTube? What?
Oh. How the hell are we featured? But yeah, let's see. Where is it? Yeah. Right here, this document, replacement migration. We've seen it a bunch of times on this channel. This document literally says, hey, if your population is declining, say because, baby boom happened, we couldn't make more jobs for the amount of people because we didn't think of our population growing from what was it, 2.6 to over 5.3 in just one generation, so we couldn't help them. What do we do? Oh, women. Let's let women enter the workforce and then tell them, look, don't have kids until you're stable at your job. Roughly making that around 30, biological clock and all. You can only have about 1 or 2 kids. It's effective, but it doesn't really do that, right? Then you got another generation that slowly declines, not so much, but you're still not going to be able to keep up with the economy and the workforce. You're going to have a lot of unemployed people that are just surviving and complaining because they can't do shit with themselves. You can't have jobs for them. So what do? Hey, kill the unborn. You got to erase that population. Let's embrace Margaret Sanger. Kill the unborn. And then, well, that was effective as fuck. Not enough. Then what do? Well, you can't roll all that shit back because that's a progressive way. So sterilize the children? Oh yeah, we don't have a fucking enough people in this country to even wipe our own ass. Rebecca Balent.
Hey, Donut. He says, by the way, here's the hard thing to explain. The same people behind the replacement, the same people crying about overpopulation. They're only crying about overpopulation of a certain race.
Yes.
Minnesota's mayor is Minnesota's mayor is giving people incentives in the Muslim community to have children. Up to $4,500 tax credit, I believe, per child that you have. So, overpopulation for certain groups, but we need to replace them with other people because we're losing the white population.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how. It's fucking gaslighting.
Again, I'm not going to read it all. But again, this is like taking into account 1995. This came out in 2000, taking into account 1995 numbers, which was the heyday of the American economy back then, okay? In order to keep the working age population consistent at that level, 513,000 immigrants per year. By 2050, 7.9% would have really no ties to the American culture. They would be post-1995 immigrants. In scenario 5, where we boost the population that goes from 300 million or so to 1.1 billion, that means 73% of them would be post-1995 immigrants. It has nothing to do with skin color and everything to do with economy. That's the great replacement theory. It has nothing to do with your skin color and everything to do with the fact that they need to replace you because you built this country. You made this country function. You made this country what it is, and you want this country to remain. What made you successful enough to live? Now you're a threat to them. See how that worked? Great replacement theory is true, and it has nothing to do with skin color and everything to do with economic growth. That's why they flooded this country. They killed off its fucking citizens. And now they have nothing to produce what they need to be another tycoon, to be another giant on the world stage as far as an economy is concerned. So we got to flood these people because, hey, you need to learn how to code so these illegal immigrants can make your fucking sandwiches for you.
Here you go, right here. Dearborn Mayor Abdullah Hamand announces that the city is paying mothers $4,500 for each baby they have. Dearborn, Michigan became the first Arab majority city in the U.S. in 2023. Someone sees what's going on here? I think this is in one ear, so just to let you know.
I would just have to be good.
Yeah, most of it.
It's in one ear.
If you had a baby as of November 1 or are currently pregnant, you are eligible for up to $4,500. I would just have to be good.
Dearborn, RX Kids is finally here. We worked for this program for over 2 years, and if you're pregnant now, have a baby after November 1st, you're eligible.
Dearborn produces more babies per capita than any other city in Michigan, roughly 1,700 babies, which is why it's important that this program is live and well right here in the city.
Why the hell is that music?
If you had a baby.
I don't know.
But yeah, a little creepy as fuck, man.
A Muslim majority city is giving out $4,500 tax credits.
What do you expect? What do you expect, though? I mean, seriously.
Tax credits. Meanwhile, they're crying about millionaires and billionaires not paying taxes.
Yeah. Yeah, they're crying about
same
that
people.
so they can, yeah. Oh, yeah, Darnell's channel. I was about to ask the 2 sieves and a pig thing. Whatever. Yeah. Lights, camera, citation. Getting that lined up.
Yep, episode 1.
But yeah.
I will. They want to replace us.
I will say this though. One more little thing before we get back to it. Check this out. I do want to say.
Oh, this guy.
I'm just gonna go with the story that Bill Clinton was going around raping black people. If this is what we're gonna do, I mean, Tim Walz drank horse cum. Bill Clinton was raping black people.
You Bill Clinton's son? I feel I am. I know I got.
Hold on, let me restart that.
Are you Bill Clinton's son? I feel I am. I know I got, looking like him, and much as I've known all my life, he's supposed to be my daddy, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like I am, but I do need the legitimate test to prove it. So yeah.
Gotcha. So when did you first become aware of the story, like surrounding your connection to Bill Clinton?
Right, since a youngster, I mean, like I said, I got aunties and uncles, you know what I'm saying? My mom, sisters and brothers. My mom's sisters raised me, so they always told me who I was and who my father was. Plus, it was known around Little Rock, you know what I'm saying? So everywhere I went, people were like, oh, that's Bill Clinton's son, you know what I'm saying? So I was aware of it. Like I said, he didn't make president until 93.
Can he play the saxophone?
So by that time, I was 8. So yeah, I was aware of who I was.
No, he plays basketball.
So, wait. Your sisters raised you? Or something like that, right? Hold up. My mom's sisters raised me. Okay, so your aunts just raised you. And they just went around saying you're Bill Clinton's son?
I remember that guy. Hillary ran him and his mother off the property. Yeah, he's been around for a little while saying that. Thomas Mathis wrote about the 3 things that reduce population: famine, disease, and war. Well, I mean, they were throwing out crops during fucking COVID. And what's next?
I will say
what's coming.
I'm gonna go ahead and I will throw the Rumble link in the YouTube side because I can't shove YouTube to Rumble. I will say this. I'm gonna play this for you guys. And again, there's too many stupid people in the world. Again, maybe he had a point.
Probably. Oh, like KB and his body language.
Huh?
I just wanted to. KB says his body language checks out what he believes, what he's saying. Yeah, because he's probably been told that his entire life.
Yeah,
that he's Bill Clinton's son. So in his mind, he absolutely thinks he's Bill Clinton's son. There is no doubt in his mind. His auntie's been telling him that for his whole life. So yeah, he believes it.
I think Bill Clinton should give him that test so he can just go back and say, "Who is my daddy? My daddy's not Bill Clinton. I'm just some." Never mind.
Where's Maury?
But yeah, again,
go ahead, play.
He's right.
Probably one of these numbers is going to have to get pretty near to 0. That's back from high school algebra. But let's take a look. First.
By the way, this was when he was talking about the CO2 emissions and curbing the CO2 output.
We've got population. The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
We can lower the population by about 10 to 15% if we just stop people from having kids, just sterilize the fuck out of them. Vaccines that may make you sterile, vaccines that may kill you, vaccines that do weird fucking shit. I mean, what was the whole thing behind that? You remember that show Utopia they ripped off? Well, they ripped off the airways and everything because that was around the time of COVID. And yeah.
And it hit a little too close to home.
Yeah. But let's just go ahead and do this. We about to close it down here, Davey. Finish us off, brother.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm sorry. Well, folks, I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. I hope everybody got everything they wanted. I pray 2026 is a better year for all of us. I pray that 2026 doesn't end the way I think it's going to end. I pray that something happens.
Oh, shit.
That
He's right. He's right. We'll finish it off.
What?
I almost forgot. Jonathan made something we have to include it because I said so. Yeah, we'll play it right there at the end, and then we'll close it out.
I pray that 2026 brings everybody good fucking fortune and health. And I pray that we get everything we want to get. All the information we want to get. I pray that we don't go to a civil war because it's not going to be pretty. Everybody who's sitting there and watching civil wars, unrest in other countries and saying how atrocious things are and these are war crimes. These are the things that are going to be happening here if we go to civil war, and probably even worse. So if you're hoping for a civil war, you better be ready for it, because a certain demographic of people think that the things that happen overseas are war crimes. Yeah. Well, I think Canada invented war crimes for the most part, but
hey, Jonah, where the hell did you put that again?
It's not going to be good. And I pray that we don't get there. But we know you could be. Oh, I will be on Lights, Camera, Citation. It is what 2 Sieves and a Pig has turned into, because there's now 3 sieves and 1 pig. So changed. But yeah, so it's now Lights, Camera, Citation. It will begin in about a half an hour. 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central. It will be Darnell, Quigley, myself, Killer B Games, Michael, and Sammy 3-Pete. Sammy. It's a lot of fun. We watch cop videos for a little while, and we just comment on them. And Darnell gives us some actual facts from, what goes on behind the scenes with the cops. So join us there. But tomorrow is movie night with K Bean. We will be watching a true American Christmas story, Die Hard. So with that, we know you could be anywhere else, but you choose to be with that. We know you could choose to be anywhere else, but you choose to be with us. And for that, we love the fuck out of every single one of you. Richard.
All right. So, Jonah, you're going to have to actually go.
He said music room.
Music room. Gotcha.
We have a music room?
Yep. The release. Okay, here it is. All right. We're going to throw this full screen for you guys. Appreciate the fuck out of every single one of you. You guys are amazing as hell. This here comes from Jonathan Suno. Yeah, Suno. To create an AI song here. Let me throw it up for you guys. And then we're going to cut out here.
Love y'all.
'Tis the season to be jolly, but alas, for all the wrong reasons. All we've seen has been a folly, for that anger deepens when all we want, all we want. All we want for Christmas is to see criminal indictments for meddling in the presidential elections. All we want for Christmas is to celebrate with excitement. just be lumps of coal. We want to shout out loud with glee. We're happy, but we're disappointed by what we see. Nothing has been done to satisfy us. Oh no! All we want for Christmas is for Bondi and Patel to get their jobs done and file the charges and make the arrests. All we want for Christmas is to see perp walk photos on page 1 and let the justice system do the rest. Elections are supposed to have consequences. Justice delayed is justice denied. So the expression goes, it's out of acquiescence when what's needed is a disruption to the status quo. We want to shout out loud with glee, finally, but we're disappointed by what we see. Nothing has been done to satisfy us. Oh no! No indictments, no peace. We want the DOJ to grow some teeth, take a bite out of crime. Please, enough talk, perp walks. We've reached our statute of limitations. People need to be punished for their crimes against this nation. Crossfire, hurricane, Arctic's frost, all endorsed by politicians who never pay a cost, nor made to pay for all the millions they spend. No, we want to shout out loud with glee, finally, but we're disappointed by what we see. Nothing has been done to satisfy us. Oh no!
Woo! I actually agree. Ladies and gentlemen, if you got anything, you got to be in the Discord. Discord's always in the description of the video here. Jump in there, say hi. You got some shit you want to send our way? Just send it. We'll show it up here on the screen. We got no problem.
We always love promoting other people.
But
Community that stays together, grows together.
But ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go ahead and throw you over. Go ahead, grab what you need. Yeah, get your popcorn, your sodas, decompress a little bit. You got a little bit of time before lights, camera, citation. Enjoy the ride.
Love y'all.
And y'all don't know that I'm a soldier. I always felt like I'm alone when everybody thinks they know ya, and y'all don't even know I own ya. And now I'm ready taking over, 'cause every day I'm getting closer. Just look at everything I'll show ya. And now I'm ready, I'ma blow up.